So it's been a journey since we expected this to happen earlier than the 18th. It happened on the 18th. It's safe to say that this is the first time Enugu is having a contest this tough. And after the election and collation of results, it took also days for the results to be announced. INEC asked that time be given to them to look at the results and to get back to the people of Enugu State. When we spoke to you earlier, we expressed confidence in the ability or capacity of INEC to do the right thing. But yesterday, the result was announced. It didn't go the way of the Labour Party. So we'd like to know what is your impression, because when the results were being read yesterday, an agent of the Labour Party raised an objection that in a case like this, according to the electoral guideline, that what INEC was supposed to do was to cancel the area council, the local government area, instead of going ahead to reduce the result. There was also question about the criteria or the yardstick with which that reduction was done. But they said it was an order given to them from the national body, so they were supposed to go ahead with it. So the result has been announced, the winner has been declared. As a tough contender in this election, we'd like to get your reaction, sir.
Thank you so much. I'd like to point out to facts that are on the ground, that are undeniable. About a few months ago, just like a month ago, or 3 weeks ago, Enugu State was definitely a PDP state. PDP was completely in control of the State House Assembly, the National Assembly, that is the House of Reps, and the Senate, and the government house, the governorship. Now, what is on the ground? Labour Party is in control of the State House Assembly. Out of 24 members, Labour Party has 14 members. More and more. Out of 8 members of the House of Reps, Labour Party has 7. Out of 3 members of the National Assembly, one of which has been occupied by Senator Edeoga. The other was being invited by an incumbent governor. Labour Party defeated the third seat, which is in contention. So now Labour Party is clearly Enugu State is clearly the Labour Party state. So now just suppose this reality, this fact of now, with the outcome of the election. The election to the governorship office was conducted simultaneously with the House of Assembly election. It was conducted simultaneously with the National Assembly election in Enugu Federal Zone, because the election for the seat of Chimokelemani had to be postponed because of the unnecessary murder, killing of our candidates. So the fact is on the ground is that Labour is a dominant party in the state now. So how do you align that with the fact that the same Labour Party is said to have lost the governorship election? Does it make sense? So we determine on the spot, the results were coming in, and the agent, my representative, who is also my younger brother, determined that the Kano's result was in consonance with the voting tradition of that state, that LGA, because Kano is quite close to it's proximate to my local government, and has a sense of what the voting history has been. So when they brought in that something thousand votes for my brother, reacted, said no, that's not right, and he challenged it vigorously, despite the insistence of the resident electoral commissioner that the result was announced late. Mercifully, good enough, thanks be to God, each area, each moment produces its own hero. The professor who was the foreign officer, he went, did the right thing and paused. And eventually the matter went on to Abuja. But the documents we sent out contained the grounds of our grievances, with the votes allocated to PDP and candidates. The that something thousand votes were allocated to PDP candidates. Meanwhile, about 20,000 or thereabouts were a number of votes that were accredited. So how can you accredit maybe about 20,000 voters or thereabouts and then vote by 70,000 voters? So we wrote that in the petition and said that the consequence of such overvoting ordinarily according to electoral law, I don't have the particular section 20 or thereabouts, is cancellation. So we all hoped and waited, hoped and prayed that Abuja INEC that are taking up matter to resolve matter, we will do the right thing. That is, do what it has been doing in all other states, even Abia, in the neighboring states, cancel. We chose not to cancel. The panel, which I understood had Festus Okoye, the panel, and one Ken, who is an electoral officer for Southeast, amongst others, began to between themselves share figures. They had determined that there was a bypass of the rivers. They determined it in the report, but they began to cut using their own computations, cut down the figures of the local government where it was clearly determined bypass. They were voting in the neighborhood. There are thousands of 110,000, and arrived at the figure that gave about 16,000 to the PDP candidates, and then kept LP at 1,000 or 1,800, and eventually announced that PDP had defeated LP by 8,000 votes. In the same complete document that I sent to Abuja, we also pointed out, just a computational error. You still exists now, a computational error pointed out in the Enugu local government, where the additions of figures were done wrongly. So all they could have done was just call up for that document, their own document, the error of their own staff, and add up the figures. These documents are available. I can make it available to you. Just do another addition or subtraction, and they will arrive at the fact that 3,000 votes were deliberately shelved off from LB votes. There was the second leg of the petition I sent to Abuja. They completely ignored it and worked towards the answer of retaining, giving PDP a victory that does not deserve, giving the scenario I presented, the state that is not clearly an LG state. 14 members in the House of Assembly out of 24, 3 are still in the PT. 7 members of the House of Reps out of 8, 2 members of the Senate out of 3. Then the additional information which I provided in my petition about bypass non-use of figures, the number of voters that were accredited far below that of the voters that were accrued to. So these are grounds for my second prayer is a grant for the council. They chose not to recount. The first one was a grant for cancellation. They chose not to cancel, which is what they have done in other places where the same incidents occurred. They chose to begin to allocate figures, take away from the permutation and abracadabra to arrive at the answer, work towards the answer, which is clearly they have been mandate to do. So the answer, my position is that with regards to the governor's election in the state, INEC, especially embodied in the activities of the President, Electoral Commissioner, who issued 4 result sheets to the persons who conducted the election in the Kano East. And when one of the officers asked them, well, how are you going to get the result sheet to amend all this operation? They said that the President, Electoral Commissioner is in their kitty. And his conduct in the course of the completion results, when the returning officer was minded to pause, showed a particular bias. It was clear, it was on TV, you can play it back, it was insisting that the pause was unnecessary. Of course, the law, Electoral Act, contemplates a pause. It gives the President, Electoral Commissioner, power so to do. You are the return officer, power to so do. So for the rep to insist on countermanding him, and even when the prosecutor has said on TV that he should pause, let us keep this canopies and the buyer and this piece on hold, the rep on TV countermanded him and said, I think it's resolved. It was interest of unnecessary. And then even subsequently, I'll give you other instances of bias on the side. So his conduct, and especially the conduct of the officers who were deliberately posted to canopies, chosen carefully, and posted to canopies, and undermined substantially the governorship election in this state. That one is unique, it stands out, and the other evidences everywhere of the council chairman being the arrowhead of brigandage across the state that were deliberately made to countervail the effects of their defeat in the other election. So, the election of the governor's election has failed completely short of expectation, and that's come is not acceptable to me. Not only to me, but to the entire people of Enugu State, because we live here. We live in Enugu State. We feel the palpable discontent to the outcome. Feel there's cheer in Enugu State, feel there's joy in Enugu State, you can report. So there's a palpable sense of the outcome, not the consonance of the wishes of the people. There's a definite sense that people of Enugu State want to move on, want to move away completely from PDP, and it's failing to what it is. That's the experience, the joy we receive from, we hear from other people. It's a yearning that has gone for some time. People just try something, it's natural in the human being. People try something, it doesn't work for you. You have to try it. People of the Enugu State, right, really keen on trying another party. And they express that determination in the way it was portrayed. But unfortunately, their will is being undermined, or has been undermined. Being undermined is the word because we're going to challenge the outcome. We're going to challenge it. We're not going to let it be. We're going to do it for God and for our people.
Yeah, before you said that, I was going to ask that one of the catch-up phrases on the streets now, since after the presidential election, is, everybody says you can go to court, declare us the winner, or do anything, let's go to court. So I was going to ask you whether your party will be going that direction. But since you might want to talk more about that.
Yeah, definitely. Even today I was discussing one of our most brilliant analysts about this issue of going to court. And he tells me that because of the slow nature of our judicial system, it means that the matter might be in court for 10 months. And by that time, the person who is determined to benefit from electoral efficiency could have spent 10 months of either embezzling people's resources or already doing good work. But if you are so desperate about imposing yourself on people, it gives you sense that you don't really get the work. So that's that idea, announce and go to work, embodies the content, the mindset, that we must have to do something about. When you do something, you take something that doesn't belong to you, you're brazen about it, say go to court, because you know that the judicial system is slow. And this matter takes time to resolve. And sometimes, even in the resolution, the right things are not done. So, it's a mindset. Go to court and expresses a mindset that's dangerous for us as people.
But are you confident that when you take this legal action, that you're going to get a positive result from it?
The matters speak for themselves. The constitutional provisions of voting, the electoral law provisions of voting are clear. Where we are set to make calculations of what is, make calculations, and then coach them legally. So the calculations will sign and then you go in your face. Attach law to it. So if the judge, after seeing that this is the number of people who collected their cards, maybe let us say 100 collected cards, which is what you must vote with, and then 500 voted, and the law says when there's overvoting you cancel. If you present that to the judge or the person who has the tribunal, which is a determination, which is not in consonance with our thinking, who will appeal? Because appeal. If if the court of appeal chooses not to also, we will also go for that. But at the point we have to say, it's okay, let it be. We will accept the final decision of the court. Sometimes they know that even the Supreme Court is final, not because it is always right, but because it's the final court. So, but we tend to follow it rigorously. There are people who have a sense that there are people who are minded to see some kind of thing. There are people who are not going to take confidence is reposed on them. I've gone around, just in 10 months, a few months, I left government in about March, not of the 10 months, and I will come and we have made the whole party the ruling party. This is evidence of the love and confidence the people of the Enugu State they still on the flag bearer. So I'm keen about how people react to what I do. So if I choose not to, if I just move on, people will just mistake it. So that cowardice or that you're being traded off or that. So I like to make sure that matters are resolved clearly in such a way that people know that they are doing my best.
Finally, on Monday when that result was suspended, you could feel palpable tension in the streets of Enugu. We even had supporters of the Labour Party camp around the INEC office. You could see more presence of the security personnel even while the result was being announced. People were afraid that when the announcement would be done, that you could tempers could flare. But eventually that was doused and everybody went home. So what would you tell the supporters of the Labour Party who have conducted themselves well after the announcement of the result and to also confidently believe in the steps you're going to take?
Well, we're engaging with them. Most of them came out because I asked them to come out. So I was in constant touch with those people out there through one means or the other. And there are measures we took to make sure that tensions were de-escalated. I'm not a violent person. I'm not in my life gotten involved with violence in any form, not ugly, not personal, nothing to do with violence. So there are some steps we took to de-escalate tension. And also, even today, if you're in my house, you can see hundreds of people kneeling around, staying close to